gold is moving up, and all the gold bears, all the people that were panicking 24, 48 hours ago are rubbing their eyes and they're like, what's going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. Welcome to Hot Trades of the Day, your show for swing trading ideas for the coming days, weeks, and month. So, I told you in yesterday's video, do not panic about gold. Gold is not going down to 1,900. It's not collapsing. We're having a correction. We basically had a condensed correction. Basically a correction that would have played out over several days or a couple of weeks. Basically all got crammed into one because of the political news in the US, with Trump appointing new Treasury Secretary, announcing who he wants to appoint, and obviously the geopolitical news that we got out of the Middle East. So that's all done. So let's look at the charts. Here we go. Here is gold. And what do we see? The second big green candle, the second big up day in a row. Shocking for the bulls. They don't know what to do. That wasn't in their playbook. What's happening here? First off, there's definitely some short covering going on. Second off, we hit the purple support zone. So we bounced off it. We had a nice doji yesterday, so we have some follow-up. This does not mean that we're out of the woods yet. But what makes me bullish on gold is the development in the dollar that I told you about yesterday. You need to look at the dollar. This is the famous inverse correlation with gold. And you can see the weakness in the dollar is continuing. I told you about it yesterday. You see it's happening. Really interesting is yesterday's wick. Today's wick, obviously, the big red candle so far. Let's wait what happens later on in the trading day. That's just confirmation. But look at this. We were down yesterday and we closed up, but we could not defend the highs. I always tell you, look at the wicks. The wicks tell you a story. This is the second long wick in 3 trading days. That means we are exhausted to the upside with the dollar. If we break below this zone here, which is the low from yesterday and the low from 5 days ago, we're going to go down to this support zone right here very fast. And that would then push the gold price up at least into this resistance area, maybe to these highs right here. And all of a sudden things look completely different with gold. That is why I always tell you, don't be binary on long-term investments or long-term swing trades like gold. Always have a position, a core position in your portfolio. You can trade around it, but don't go binary 100% invested or 100% not invested. Because I told you yesterday, I expected gold, and I still do, to go down to this area right here, but it may not. And if you're not invested at all, then you have a problem. Now, where we have some more time and can be more patient is with the miners. I do like GDX. This is the senior miners, the big producers, better than I like the GDXJ for the junior miners that we're going to talk about in a second. This is the GDXJ. I haven't shown this chart in a while, so let me show you. It looks good. Look at this. Downtrend from 2020 clearly broken. Uptrend intact. We retested the breakout, confirmed it twice actually. higher low, excellent. Above the 200, excellent. Now we still have this gap open right here, and this would pretty much match the lower end of the new uptrend channel that we're in. This would be the ideal entry scenario if you're interested in the seniors. And remember, when we're talking about mining stocks, the seniors go first. The good producers go first. And then the smaller companies, the juniors, the okay producers, they come second. And then in the end, when it really starts to catch steam and the hype is coming, that's when the explorers go. Now that's when you get the biggest performances, when the stocks go nuts, but that's also when you get the biggest risk to your portfolio, because people start to invest more and more out on the risk curve, so they invest in more and more shitty companies. Oh, probably shouldn't have said that word for YouTube, but whatever. You know what I mean. So this looks excellent. If we get a little weakness, this is a great buying opportunity. Now let's compare this to the GDXJ for the juniors. As you can see, looks fine, but not as strong as the GDX yet. We're above the 200, but it's a little further away. We still have this support zone. We have an open gap right here. We have we see a little more weakness than we see in the GDX, which is logically makes complete sense, because again, the institutional money, the big money, flows into this senior producers first. And obviously we haven't broken through. This is the big one, right? This is the monster. This is the big resistance zone right here, this blue zone. If we break through this, we clear this, we are partying like we're on Ibiza. But we're not there yet. So the way to play this is, let's wait for weakness as buying opportunities. This area right here with a 200 coming close around 44.60, that is a nice opportunity. If this gap gets closed, filled, and we form a double bottom here right at the 200, that would be a beautiful entry point. So as you can see, we still have some downward percentages to go in the GDXJ. So we're in no hurry here. I've been preparing my own shopping list for the miners over the weekend, in the past weeks. I'm taking my time because the charts show us there is a little more downside left, very likely, with the miners. Gold is improving short term, mid-term, long term. We're in the uptrend anyway, as you know. I told you and showed you this yesterday. Mid-term, which is the deciding factor, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. Let's go back one more time real quick to gold, right? So really the chart turns bullish if we take out this former high, because then we have the break of the downtrend. We have a higher low, a higher high. Or if we go down here and we form a double bottom. Those are the two bullish scenarios. Right now we're kind of in the middle. We're nowhere, so it's wait and see. But we have the support of the weakening dollar as of this moment. So I'll keep you posted of the developments in the precious metal sector. Talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.